Right. Welcome back, everyone. For everyone who was here yesterday, welcome back. This is Dan Scott, Traders App, and as usual, how we do it, we trade together synthetic indices. So, if you're coming in for the first time, welcome, and I say thank you for joining us. If you don't mind, kindly share everyone who is joining here. If you don't mind, kindly share to your friends, put on statuses, social media. Let everyone who has passion to trade, or who might want to know how to trade, or who might want to get signals, you never know, to join also, and we trade together. So let's share, let's like. Don't forget to like, and of course, if it is your first time and you've never subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, and we do it as usual, the way we do it. Alright, just in a few seconds I'll be waiting for you, and we do that. Let's do that. Let's head over, share, and then we start our session today. This is episode 14, and we will be analyzing in this 1 hour. Alright, I think we're done. Let's now head over to Crash 500 as usual. So I hope I'm very clear. I'm not having any issues with my sound here, so I hope on your side I'm very clear. So starting with Crash 500, so we saw it come to tap to this level. Now this is a level that was not tested. This is a support level that was not tested at all, and right here we can see that it has been tested. What does that mean? It somehow means we are going to head over to buys the way we want. You remember that according to our weekly and daily, we are supposed, actually according to daily, we are supposed to get to that level there. You're supposed to get to this level, grab the liquidity there, and then later on head over down to sales. That's what we anticipated, and that's what we can see happening. But for now, this has just touched it. It has just touched it. So it's not that that we may see it touch it again, we may not. So for now, I would anticipate, I would wait for H4 to confirm if buys have started. Right now, H4 hasn't confirmed yet. We can see a long wick there on that candle, and then we can see, of course, CCI showing us that we are oversold. So we need to wait for a retest after that, after this a bouncing of this support level. So we need to wait for another confirmation here, probably when it goes almost halfway of this support level. That's what I want most of the times. If it goes around 30%, 50% of this support, then I will be looking for my entries for buys now to take us all the way back there, and even to exceed and take us all the way to the other upper trend, the other upper support, resistance level. So we can like that. All right, so for crash 500 now, we know that we are going to be looking for that. Remember where we started from. This is where we started from, and of course I've been in sales last night. I think it was last night when I entered sales, and the sales have been already there in profits. So I'm just going to give it one more, like another H4 candle probably, and then I close that, because all I wanted was to take profits on that level. And my first TP was hit, so the second TP was never hit. Oh wait, no, my first TP wasn't hit. This TP was supposed to be in that support level, so it has not yet been hit. So I will just not, I will wait for it. It may come here to hit this because of this support level on daily, but we wait and see what happens. And then once we have that, remember this is a manipulation. This is a manipulation. We have a falling wedge there. This is going to be a manipulation to grab liquidity on this level, then later on head over to the buys. All right, so that now being said, I can clearly delete all these. We no longer need all these. They already served the purpose. Delete. All right, so now we know we have that. We had a breakout there, so this is sort of a retest. If you were to see on the weekly, this is sort of a retest after breakout according to the weekly. So that's what we are looking at. That's what is happening. We haven't finished retesting after breakout from the rising wedge there. So after the retest is done, then we are heading over there, grab that liquidity, and then come later on this side. Now of course, you know how we normally do this. This move that takes us to consolidation is normally what we consider to be our TP level after breakout of this other falling wedge, and you can see clearly it takes us to that order block on the weekly time frame. So now that being said, let's head over again to H4, and we'll look at if we can have some sales according to M15. and look at that. Wow. So according to M15, it's not clear. It's not clear at all. This price, like I said, if you're using price action according to M15, you will see that that is a break of block. I mean, that's a break of structure. You will see that's a break of structure here. So you will be anticipating this to be coming again. You'll be anticipating this to be coming again around here to make a new lower low. Are you understanding that? It has finished making a lower high there. Yes, a lower high there. Now it's coming to make a lower low. So knowing that, we can look at that. It has even broken this thing that I was going to show you here. So clearly you can see that sales are still going on, and now it has broken that small support level there. This is a small support level here, so it has broken it. We are waiting, it's going to come here. So for now I will wait for a new creation already, and then be ready to look for buys on this level around here. This was just a touch, so it wasn't enough. It has to come again, test it again, and then later on head over to buys for a long time. So now I think that is clear and we are good to go. All right, so let me welcome those that have just joined us. Horia, good morning. Esther, good morning. Judy, good morning. All right, so I hope all is well and you guys are the sound is okay from your side. All right, now if you guys have a question on Crash 500, please let me get your comments in the comment section below. Then I'll be able to respond to them. For now, as you do that, let me head over now to Boom 1000. We are now selling. I don't see an entry here at all for sales. Right here I don't see it, because it's going to be a short sale for like 1 or 2 hours depending on the momentum of sales. So we wait for the buys when we get to this level. All right, so now I want to head over to Boom 1000 and we look at what is happening. We look at what is happening. So Boom 1000. So Boom 1000. I'm still holding my positions. Those who remember, I've already entered one there. I think that was a buy limit, and also these were buy limits that were activated at first. Those who remember here, they were activated when I was here. So I never had stop losses. I had to put stop losses later on after reaching that level. So currently we can all see that it has broken out of that level, but look at it, doesn't have momentum for sales. The sell momentum is very low. The sell momentum is very low, and now we wait H4 to confirm. So right here it has already given us a breakout. We wait for this H4 candle to close, and then we can those who want can make an entry here, but still from what I'm seeing on H4, it's going to make another pullback. We haven't reached overbought yet, so that's why we can see low momentum for sales. That's the reason why we are seeing low momentum for sales. So we may see again another pullback. So we'll just wait. Even before this candle closes, we may see a pullback to give us a week on this level. We are remaining with only a few minutes, around 10 minutes to close this candle. We wait, we see what will happen. But for this, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. Don't risk. Like I said, our entry is when it breaks that level. But of course, we know how we normally do it. We do break and retest. So if it doesn't retest there and doesn't go back inside, that's when we come in with our sales. So for now, please don't make any entries until we have an approved retest, and then we can have our sell entries. We are out of here, I believe. So let me check. Do we have some questions? No. Welcome, Felix. All right, so now let's head over to Boom 500. Boom 500. I hope Boom 1000 was clear. No entry at all for now. We wait for a retest, but may not see it now because it hasn't reached overbought yet. So this is Boom 500. Boom 500. So Boom 500. Yesterday, what happened? It had to come again down below to confirm. Look at that. Just like how I had drawn, those who remember yesterday, it later went into that level there. This retest was never respected. This level here, after breaking it, it actually went ahead to come and respect this down below, this one here. That is the one I had told you at first, as it yesterday, but one I think coming here, then we go back into buys. So currently, according to H4, the buys are on, and you can see the confirmation there, the approval with those wicks. It can clearly show you that sellers don't have momentum. So now I can clearly now delete all these, make the chart clear, no longer necessary. Now we can know that this is not necessary. Now this is a move that was actually respected. First retest here, and then head over for the buy, and now let's look at H4. Let's see. Of course, our TP level is all the way there. You can see that the buy is going on. I don't know if we will be able to get an entry. I will wait in M15 for an entry. For now, we don't have a proper entry. It has left us when it came back the second time here. That's when we were supposed to enter. So it has left us. So we will wait for an entry here. Please wait for. It's going to give us sort of a high around. It's going to give us some sort of a high around that area. Then it will make a retest. To mitigate the liquidity left back, probably around these fair value gaps. So for now, I wouldn't do what? I wouldn't enter it until it has given us a retest around. If it goes back down below here, please don't enter. You need to confirm the retest around this area, because now we've gone into buys, so we're not supposed to be seeing any other more lows apart from higher lows. I hope we are together. So according to M15, we're supposed to break this structure here, get a new high. Once we get a new high, then we come later on to mitigate liquidity left back here, or to retest these fair value gaps, and when we head over, we continue for the buys. So I will be looking for some entries around areas like these for fair value gaps when price comes back again. So here I have no entry. I would wait for entries to be around such areas. I hope we are good to go, and I hope you guys, this is clear. I hope we are good there. All right, let me head over now. This was boom 500. We are clearly buying according to H4. According to daily, we are sort of selling, but the sales won't come in before we retest all the way to that level or around that level, then later on get into sales. So this is like a retest back to the order block up there, or to mitigate some liquidity left back here on those order blocks here, and then later on get into sales. So we are not going to see sales come in straight out, because we have a support level that is holding. So this is some sort of good support level, not that strong, but yeah, it is holding up for now 2 times. So you may call it and it's a daily support, so it may be a strong support here where we are currently. So we wait for that to head over there, then later on come into sales. I know most people always want to sell this asset, but even buys are always very good to make good money. So we wait for this in 15 minutes, and then we'll be good to go for the buy entries. So V10 1S, V10 1S volatility, V10 1S. So that's volatility 1S. By the way, in case you haven't you don't have a trading account, it's your first time to come to the channel and you don't know about you've never traded volatilities, just added a link in the description, so you can, if you don't have a trading account for these synthetic indices, please, you have a link in the description. You can use that to create your own account for the link and be able to trade all markets, whether forex, whether indices, whether synthetic indices, whether metals, whether commodities, all will be served to you by the link. All right, so now let's head over to V10 1S. So those who remember in the previous episodes, we've been looking for this. We wanted a retest back to the breaker block, but no, it never happened. So it only gave me this, and I was never online because that was a clear retest to this order block here, the previous order block. That was the last order block here. So it was a retest back to this. I wasn't online to actually follow it up and make my entry there. So I missed that entry. Now it has reached that level there. That level is a fair value gap, and according to H4, we haven't reached overbought there. According to CCI, that means we're going to see a pullback to that level, again. Of course, we've already seen it actually. Let me see, according to H1, we've already seen it. So two things will happen here. Two things that we can anticipate. Let's see, H4, did we leave some fair value gap? Yes. So this is what we are going to see. This is what we're going to see. Price is going to give us that breakout on this level, come to that level, and then later on head over there. So that's what we can anticipate. Remember, this is just an anticipation. Then after that, sellers will come in just the way we want. That's the way we've been waiting for. According to daily, according to H4, and according to weekly, we've been waiting for sells. So now H4, we're going to anticipate a pullback. Of course, this is all liquidity left back, but I don't expect it to come again back here. If it does, still we'll be ready for it, but this is also liquidity left back. That would be some other liquidity to grab. So for now, according to H1, we wait for that. When it breaks that level, you can choose to make your entries. Let's look at M15. Let's look at actually the exact one on M15. Actually, this is very small for it. Alright, so that is the fair value gap on M15, but again we have that order block also. This is a small order block. So whichever it comes to, we'll be ready for our entries for buys to take us again up there. So now we wait. Now we wait. And of course, according to H1, that was a clear double top there. So we are waiting for the breakout on the neckline to continue into sales. Then we take our profits there or there, and later on come again into buys according to H4. We hope you guys, you see how we move from one time frame to another to get deeper into knowing what is happening on the market. So that's what we'll be looking at. Alright, so that is a V10 1S for us there. We wait for the breakout here. Let's wait for the one. Let's wait for it on H1, and then we'll be coming for that buy on this level. Okay, so now V75. So V75, I was in a sell, and I'm still holding the sell since yesterday. When it reached that level, when it reached that support, resistance level, I entered a sell, and my sell, I'm anticipating to take my profits from this level. I think I entered this sell last night, I believe. So I'm waiting for the sell. This is just like a pullback. When I take my sells here, my profits here. Of course, there's a fair value gap in there. This one, then there's another fair value gap down below. All this was mitigated already. This one, we can delete it. This one, it has already reached its level. This one has already reached, so all these we no longer need. And now we want to remain with what we actually need. Those who have been with us, you will remember all these levels, how we made entries with them. So all this can now be deleted, and now we wait. And now we wait. We have some resistance there. We have some resistance up there, so wait for that. But for now, according to H4, I'm anticipating a sell to grab some liquidity here, and then later on probably it will have enough momentum to break out of that resistance level. So I'm still holding my sells here, though there is no momentum for both buys and sells, so wait for that. I don't know, you guys would want to enter as usual. I just want to enter when probably breaks that level there, and then you make your entries to come here. So that's what I would advise for now, because we can see that we are overbought according to H4. According to H1, we are already selling, though consolidating, and of course according to M15, it's a clear consolidation happening there. Alright, so that's it for V75, and now we head over to V50. Alright, Julia, that's good. Yeah, but with time you'll be able to see that how you can handle it moving from one time frame to another. Alright, so now V50. Oh, I forgot to feature some comments here. Let me just add them there. Set 15. Okay. Refresh. So now those are the comments that are coming in through. They'll be going through. I hope it's going to repeat itself. So those are the comments now. So let me slide over to V50. It's V50 that we are on currently. So we have we've been waiting for this. Of course, we said we would enter if price breaks that level, or if price breaks this level. So we had two levels where we were anticipating, and clearly we can see that it decided to break going down below, but now we never saw a retest. This happened yesterday. The retest was on H1. The retest was on H1, and that was the retest here. That was a retest candle, and now we are waiting for the retest on H4. So on H4 we will so H4 we're going to wait for that retest. We've just made a new lower low. This candle, this current candle, if it closes, then this will be a confirmed lower low, but you can see that it has come to the support level there. It has come to that support level, but like I said, this is not clear. If it just touches it, it's not really conclusive. So what we'll do is we will see something of sort, and then price will pull back there, and then to give us a new higher lower high, then price will now head over to this. Even it can even break it and go down below here. So for now, for our entries, sell entries, we wait for this to happen. That's a fair value gap. It's a small fair value gap around there. It can even go ahead all the way back to that order block, that retest can on H1. And now, for me, I cannot enter such a trade. Rather, right now, I can take advantage of M15 and look for my entries around that area. For my buy entries, I can wait for my buy entries to take me all the way that level there. And just because I'm not going to come back to it, I'm going to make my entry here, one entry, and then I'll put my stop loss right there. I mean my take profit right there on that order block. I mean on that fair value gap of H4. I want around $30, and then I'll have my stop loss just below here. I will have my stop loss just below here, and I'll risk my $7 because I'm not going to come back to it until some good hours. So you guys can wait for a confirmation, a clean confirmation, and I would actually suggest you wait for that breakout on the neckline. Then you can head over for buys if you want to go for this. But remember, all we are doing right here is a retest buy, because we want to enter sales when it comes back here. The general trend is a sell. We've been making lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, and now this we are waiting. If we are sort of calling this to be a new low, if it is not, then it will come and take me out, but if it is, then this current candle is going to give us a retest there, and then we enter sales to take us all the way down below for a new lower low. So that's what we'll be looking for according to H4. Yes, according to H4, we haven't reached oversold, so we still have some good time to reach that level, but it's not going to continue like that before it retests. It never gave us a retest at all on H4, so that's what we are looking for. After breakout, we need a retest. I hope this is clear, and we are good to go. Welcome, bestie. Are you saying hi to you too? All right, so now let's head over to jump 25. Hope V50 has been clear, and you've seen the reason why I entered, because I'm not going to come back to it for some good hours. Yeah, so jump 25. So jump 25, jump 25, jump 25. Jump 25. All right, so jump 25, that's what we are seeing. We broke structure there, and we had a retest candle there. Look at that. We had a retest candle, and this is what daily is still showing momentum for buys. H4 on the other hand is showing us sells. So what do? We know that we've already broken structure. H4 has done a retest back to the breaker broke, or to the level where this structure was broken from, and now we can clearly see that price is trying to give us a new higher high, but somehow it's failing. Momentum for buys right there is failing, is reducing. We can see that CCI tells us that we are overbought, and somehow we are starting sells. So if we know that, then we know that we can clearly anticipate a double top. We can clearly anticipate a double top to take us where? We can confirm where it's taking us on daily, and that would be the level. But I would actually look for some level like this. I would actually look for some level like this, the one that is in the discount. Let's look at weekly. Weekly we are still buying. It's a clean let's first delete that. See if on the weekly we had a breakout. Yeah, it hasn't closed. It hasn't closed. So if it has not closed, then we know that if we don't see, wait a minute, according to weekly that was a fair value gap, so it's holding on. That is the second time reaching it, so it's holding. It is now a strong resistance level. Now that we know that this is a strong weekly resistance level, H4, if this level, if we don't see a breakout here, then it means we're going to come all the way back down for this level here to be grabbed. According to daily, we'll be looking for that level here. That's a fair value gap there. That is in the discount. That's a fair value gap that is in the discount. Also, this is in the discount, but it is at exactly the what? The 50%. This week is the one that is in the discount. So it's going to be a tricky one. It may come all the way here or here. So whichever way it decides to come to, we'll be waiting for it. But for now, all we know on H4, we may see some good double top come to our benefit, and we can make our entries when it breaks this level, and we go on for sales later on. So now jump 25, it's coming to shape for something that we can take advantage of. So now we wait for the breakout on the neckline here, and we go in for sales to take us to grab this liquidity, and later on probably come with enough momentum to sell, to break that weekly fair value gap, which is now a strong resistance. And yeah, it's now wait Let's now wait. All right, that is jump 25. Let me see if you guys have a question. Not really. So let's head over to our last asset, which is jump 10. Jump 10. So jump 10, I entered sales yesterday, last night I think. And also remember, before we closed the meeting yesterday, just a minute. So jump 10, did I? Okay, first edit that jump 10. So those who remember yesterday, before I closed the meeting, we checked again and we found out that this was actually a falling wedge. This was actually a falling wedge, is it? Let's see. Yeah, it was a falling wedge. So I changed the analysis there and then, and I was looking for price to actually give us entries to bring it all the way down below, but it had already reached its level to make to continue the previous trend. So it later refused, went ahead and broke out, and then look at that candle that we saw later on. Took us all the way there. I thought it would bring us here, but it rather went to this order block. That order block here didn't go for that, so it came to that order block. Now of course I was waiting for such. That's why we had these arrows drawn there to show us this was the previous movement that we are anticipating, and a breakout. That's what we saw. Already didn't hit where we anticipated properly, but it's the move that happened. So now this is no longer needed. It came back. I knew that it will come to retest to confirm if the sales have started. So what I did, I put my sell limits up there on this small order block here. And that small order block, that's where I put my sell limits. And today morning they were already activated, and currently I'm in sales. I don't know where this sell came from, but it is in floating losses. This sell, I don't remember placing it. Either it was a sell limit and I forgot about it, but it is in floating losses. All I know is right now I'm looking for a pullback to this level according to H4, and according to daily, that will be where we'll probably grab liquidity from and continue with the buys. So currently I can clearly say we are selling. Now there's a pattern that is being formed on H1, and it's sort of a descending triangle. Here. Sort of a descending triangle. So if anyone wants to make an entry, please make an entry when it breaks this level. If you want to make an entry for sales, enter when price breaks that level. Of course, you know, always depending on the time frame you're on, you can always maneuver to H1 and H4 to see the retest, if you can work with those, because sometimes you may not see a retest on H4, but it doesn't mean it has not happened on the other time frames. So always check that out and be ready. Don't ever enter a breakout that has not retested. it's going to come against you later on. So that's VRB, that's a jump 10. That's jump 10 for us there. I hope it is clear. If you guys have a question, like I've already said, just drop them down into the description, into the chat or in the comment section, and then I'll be ready to respond to them. Alright, so let's head over to where we started from to do the recap. Let's head over and we'll do the recap. Let's do the recap jump crash 500. So our sell is still going on, like I told you guys, and it has broken and retested. So you guys had an entry there. It has broken that level and retested it, and then the sell again started. So we had an entry there after the retest according to M15, but we can see that H1 we are clearly selling, H4 we are clearly still selling, although we can see it is showing we are oversold, but we are not yet where we supposed to be, so that's why we are continuing to sell. I can easily now grab my SLs into profit. Can grab my SLs into profit. Put them right. Okay. So just grab them into profits, and we can actually put them just there. Above that what? Above that order block. Above that M15 order block. If it comes back again, it will take me out, and I'll just go with around $30 there. So that's crash 500, and now we head over to boom 1000. Boom 1000, like I said, I anticipated it going back inside, and that's what has happened. And now we know that it's going to go back again up, and then later on, because like I said, this one had not reached overbought, so meaning it was not ready to give us entries for sales. That's why I told you we may anticipate it going back inside again for now. So like you've seen, it has gone back inside. We can only make an entry if we know that H4 is oversold, overbought, and then it has broken the neckline, and it has not gone, the retest candle has not gone back inside that level there. So right now we still wait. This is going to consolidate a bit more for some other good days until it is overbought. Alright, so now I leave that at that, and we head over to boom 500. Boom 500, yeah, this is what I told you about, and it immediately retested after drawing that fair value gap. It immediately retested, so it means it's coming for this other fair value gap. I thought it would actually continue. Those who remember, I thought it would actually continue a bit to give us a new high there, but it failed. So that means it's still not clear, but if it gives me entry here, I will clearly enter, because I know this is a support level. Let's look at H1, H4. Yeah, I will clearly enter. According to H4, I'll make my entries if it retests from this level. Why are we saying it may retest from that level? It's because of the fib showing us that that is a level that is in the discount. So we'll take advantage of it and make our entries here. In fact, this is what 0.2. It's okay. I can put my buy, my 2 buy limits there, one here and one there. So if it comes, it will activate any of these, and then yeah, and I'll put my stop loss just below here at 77318. Put my stop loss at 77318, and that's where I'll be looking at, just below that level there. That's where I'll be looking at moving out if it actually put it all the way down at that level, just there. So I'm going to risk $5, so that means $10. That means $10. Copy. That means $10 that I'm going to risk, and then the profit I'll use H4. You can delete that now. Profit I'll use H4, and I'm going to look at 7497. 7497. 7497. That's where I will be looking for my TP. The other TP would be 7414. 7414. 7414. 7414. That's where I'll be looking for my second TP around that area there. Yes, so those are my 2 TP levels. If price comes, it will activate my 2 buy limits there, and I'll be ready for a move into the buy. Alright, this is a V10. We're waiting for that to break out, and then we make our entries there, because that was a clear double top. Those who remember, this is a V10 1S double top. It's going to be a short sell to bring us here, then later on continue with the buys. So trade cautiously. I'm not going to enter this. I will just wait for the buys to come through. This is a very short entry, but of course on M15 it could give you a target, but I'm not going for it. I will wait for that. It's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that, then I enter my buys to take me up there. So whoever wants to make an entry, please make it when it breaks this level, and keep trailing your stop losses. Anything can happen. Keep trailing your stop losses when you make an entry here. V75, I'm still in for the sales. Yeah, but I said you guys can enter when it breaks that level. Wait for that. V50, V50 I went in for the buy, and I told you guys that you can enter the buys when price breaks that level there, that neckline. When it breaks it, then you can make an entry. We are taking profits on that order block. That is an H1, fair value gap. That is a H4 fair value gap there. Then we enter sales later on. So I have my buys already in. My buy entry is already locked in, and it's already in profits. We will wait and see if it will not come from my stop loss for now. So if this candle, okay, the H1 candle is already closed, we are in another H1 candle, so we wait for that to continue and see what will happen. All right, so jump 25, we're anticipating a pullback. We can make an entry when it breaks this level, and enter for sales. We said we are looking for sales to come to this level or that level, then later on continue the buys with enough momentum to break that weekly fair value gap there. So for now, we are looking for something like that, a sell. It is somehow showing us a potential to create a to create a double top there. So we wait for that to manifest. Lastly, jump 10, it is in the descending triangle. That's a shape it has given us, a pattern. So you want to make your entries for sales if it breaks this level. If it breaks that level, it will come and take me out. In fact, I should break even. I should break even here, and also this should be around there. So I just have broken even for these other two. This one, of course, it is in losses. Yeah, I will wait for that. If it breaks out here to manipulate, so it will take me out. Sometimes it gives you a manipulation, then later on continues to sell. So wait for whatever it gives you, but if it breaks here, wait for retest, then enter, because that's what we are anticipating according to H4, and of course daily, because you know that we are looking for liquidity on that support level there. Then you can later on make entries for buys to take us all the way up there. All right, I hope you guys have had a good time here with me, like I did. And wish you guys a good day of trading. Remember, risk management should be a priority. Keep having your risk management strategy very clear in your trading plan, if you have a trading plan, and don't always follow some of the things I do. Follow what I normally say, not what I do. I hope that is clear. But otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. See you tomorrow, same time, 10:30. We'll be back here analyzing. It has been me, Dan. Call me Dan Scott or call me Dan. It has been Dan Scott Traders. Let's trade together another time, tomorrow, same time. Have a nice and lovely day. Good trading, guys.